Afternoon class, I'll be talking about the ethics game that was brought to my class by Dr. Mayfield. It's had on my life and my teaching as being a change agent in the 21st century. Questions I answered. My core values is sensibility and equality, which means to myself that I'm also known to have the courage to face problems hands on. I know sometimes that would be critical when it comes to the student and my relationship, but at the same time, I'm able to have the courage and the pride to be able to face problems head on and make things happen. I also have the courage. I also in the traditional way of analyzing problems. I face problems at the correct time and at the correct manner and make things happen. Because I have the value of equality, when I'm not at my best, I have compassion for others. I have compassion for my community, and I have compassion for the individual members that's involved in it. I know sometimes it may not be right, but I still have compassion. That is a gift that was given to me by the ethics game. A shocker to me was my crisis. My crisis is confusion. And sometimes I will become confused and not understand the role that is supposed to be taken from teacher to student. Sometimes I would feel like if something would go wrong, I would be confused as to tend the role of putting myself in the shoes of a student instead of myself being in the shoes of a teacher. As being able to become a traditional teacher who's able to come at problems traditional ways, I sometimes will find unique ways to solve the problem instead of going the usual route. Like say one teacher does one thing and another teacher does another, and that's how this has impacted me in thinking on how I am able to adapt and make change in different ways. What I need to work on is my unrealistic goals and roles that I have with people. A person may be perfect, but at the same time may not be able to solve all the problems that I have. And that's one thing being able to work on that I know will help me succeed and have an impact on my students. Is entitlement. Is entitlement. Me, myself, I think my entitlement sometimes would think that I would have special privileges to a situation or not be able to access myself because of my entitlement. Now that's saying I have once power comes in my hand that I'm not able to adapt to it. Me, myself, I think my entitlement sometimes would think that I would have special privileges to a situation or not be able to access myself because of my entitlement. Now that's saying I have once power comes in my hand that I'm not able to adapt to it. These features that I have listed, I think they are all beneficial into my progressing as a teacher and learning how to adapt and be able to learn and also be able to teach my students. In the 21st century, I believe these things are essential to my growth as a teacher. Thank you.